this as quickly as possible. Let me just space this out a little bit. All right, so let's start with number 1. And again, these are straightforward. Multiplying so 324.56 times 52.82, and we want to make sure that we know how many places our answer is going to have. So it's 2 decimal places each for 4 decimal spaces. For our answer is going to have 4 decimal numbers. So we're going to multiply. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, 12, 11, 9, 4, 6. Then we add a 0 and multiply. 48, 44, 36, 19, and 25. And then we add 2 decimal numbers. I'm sorry, 2 zeros. We do the 4. 4 times 6 is 24, 22, 18, 9, and 12. Big chance that I'm doing this. I might have something correct, but it's okay. 5 times 6 is 30. Carry this 3, 28. Carry the 2, 22. Carry 2 is 12. Carry 1 is 16. Hopefully I'm right. So make sure you check. You can always check with your calculator. Okay, please, please, please do that. Okay, 13 goes 1. 10, 16, 16, 16 is 32, go 3, 19 goes 1, 7, 7, 1. So that's what I got. 4 decimal places. That's my final answer. Okay, so double check. 34.62 times 12.8. So first thing, this has 2 decimal places. This has 1 decimal place for a total of 3 decimal places. 8 times 2 is 16, carry 1, 49 goes 4, 32, 36, carry 3, 24, 27. Let's add a decimal place. We'll do the 2's. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 6 is 12, 9, and 6. Add 2 zeros. And we'll do the 1. So it's 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 3 is 3. That was easy. 6, 13, 11, 23, 14, 4. 3 decimal places. We're going to put it between here and 1, 2, 3. 45.67 times 32.58. Yikes. So again, this is just more practice, guys. Okay, 2 decimal places, so total 4 decimal places. And now you can just multiply. 8 times 7 is 56, carry 5, 48, 53, carry 5, 40, 45, carry 4, 32, 36. Yikes. Okay, obviously. No. You can always use your calculator to help you with some of these multiplications. 5 times 7 is 35, carry 3, 33, carry 3, 28, carry 2, 22. Let's add 2 zeros for the next number. I'm going to do the 2's. So 2 times 7, 14, carry 1, 13, carry 1, 11, carry 1, 9. Last number, 1, 2, 3. And we got 3 times 7, which is 21, carry 2, 18, 20, carry 2, 15, 17, carry 1, 13. Hopefully I'm correct. 6, 8, 12, 19, 7, 18, carry 1, 4, and 1. Decimal. Our answer has to have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a period right there. That's our answer. Again, please check with your calculators. You have a calculator at home, use it to make sure your answer is correct. The rest are word problems, and it's just a matter of understanding what's happening. So Kevin spends $11.25 on lunch. Every day he goes to lunch, he uses $11.25. Every week. All right? In a school year, there's 35.5 weeks. So how much does he use all year long? Well, multiplication question. Times 11.25. There's one decimal place, and there's two decimal places for a total of 3 decimal places. So we're going to multiply. 5 and 5 is 25, 27, 17. We're going to add a 0. Let me add a 0 here. 2 times 5 is 10. So let me add a 0 different colors. Sorry. 2 times 5 is 10, 11, and then 7. And then we add 2 zeros. We're going to do the ones. 1 times 5, 1 times 5 again, and 1 times 3. We have one more, so we're going to add 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Let me multiply the 1 again, 1 time. So we get 5 times 5 times 3. Sorry, let me change colors. 5. So the answer is 5, 7, 13 goes 1, 19 goes 1, 9, 3. 3 decimal places, it's here. So the total for the year, how much he spends on lunch, is this much. But money, dinero, okay, dinero only has 2 decimal places. So we need to say bye-bye to the number 5. So ask yourself, can the 5 make this 37 go higher? Yes or no? Yes, it can. So my final answer, 399.38. Okay. Okay, Javier earns $11.50 per hour. Every hour he makes that much money. Gana 11.50 por hora. Por hora. Trabajó 13.5 horas la semana pasada. He worked 13.5 hours last week. How much money did he make? Well, 13.5 times 11.50. Now, what you need to understand here is that we can take the 0 away. Después de decimal, after the decimal, right? If you have a 0 here, that can go away. Okay, so we can take that 0 away. So there's one decimal here, sorry. One decimal here, right? So total, my answer should have 2 decimal places. Let's multiply. 5 times 5, 25 goes 2, 15, 17 goes 1, 6. Let's add a 0. And that's easy because it's just a ones. 1 times 5, 1 times 3, 1 times 1. Next line, add 2 zeros. And again, 1 times 5, 1 times 3, 1 times 1. 5, 12, 15, 5, 1. 2 decimal places. ¿Cuánto ganó él la semana? $155.25. Okay. Number 5, Gunnar's cars, 22.4 miles per gallon. So 1 gallon, 1 litro de gasolina, un galón de gasolina. Él puede viajar 22.4 millas, miles. He can travel with 1 gallon, he can travel 22.4 miles. So if he has 17.82 gallons en el coche, ¿cuántas millas puede él viajar? How many miles can he go? Well, again, this is going to be multiplication. So we're going to multiply 1782 times 22.4. So we're going to go, this has 1 decimal place. This one has 2 decimal places for a total of 3. Multiply, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry 3, 28. 31 goes 3, 7. Let's add a 0. Now do the 2 times table. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry 1. 2 times 7 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. Carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. 3, 5, 6, 4. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 4. So we're going to do that again, because there's one more number. 2 zeros. So it's the same thing. We're multiplying 2 again, so we get the same answer. It's going to be 4, 6, 3, 5. That helps us out, makes life easier. Add them up. 8, 6, 11. Goes 1, 6, 12, 19. Goes 1 is 9. 399, 168. We need 3 decimal places, so we put the decimal over here. So how far can he travel? He can travel 399.168 miles. So it's like from here all the way to Washington, our capital. Okay, a little bit more. So that's enough to travel that much. 6. We need a little bit more room. Okay. Number 6. What is this? The high school. He wants to buy a new cover for the sand pit. Okay, so again, there's a sand pit. It measures 29.9 feet here. And this one measures 9.8 feet. ¿Cuánto mide la área? How much is the area? So again, you multiply. I think you got the theme here, which is multiplication. 8 times, so sorry, 1 decimal place. This one has 1 decimal place, so 2 decimal places. 8 times 2 is 16, carry 1. 72, 73, carry 7. 8 times 2 is 16 again, plus 7 is 23. We add a 0. And let's do the 9. 9 times 2 is 18, carry 1. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 1 is 82, carry the 8. 9 times 2 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 26. Add. We want 2 decimal places, so this is the answer. So remember, we have to put a unit. So it's 286.16 feet squared. That's how many. So how many little squares are in here? So if you were to count how many squares, you would have 286 and 0.16 of the next one. Large cup of coffee. Alex buys a large cup of coffee. So vaso de café is $4.70. My God, that's expensive. Every day. So she does that every day. She buys 1 cup of coffee and pays $4.70. In 1 month, she went to work 24 days. Right? 24 days. ¿Cuánto gastó en café? How much did she spend on coffee that month? So, 470. And again, remember, when we have a 0 at the end, we can take it out. So we can say 4.7 is the same thing. If you want to leave the 0, you can leave the 0. Times 24. This has 1 decimal place. So this is a 0 decimal place. My answer is going to have 1 decimal place. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry 2. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 2, 18. Next line. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So add them up. So 1 decimal place, we put the decimal right here. So in 1 month, how much did she spend on coffee? $112.80. That's how much she spent on coffee. Oh my God. If she stopped drinking coffee for 1 year, she can buy a brand new iPhone. Okay, or you can bring the coffee from home. 8. Ken gana todo eso por mes. Every month he makes that much, $2,456.75. He also gets something extra. Every time there's a new gym membership, he gets $4.75 extra. So he makes $456.75 gana por mes. Plus, cada vez que venden una membresía en el gym, he makes $475. Sorry. There were 32 new memberships last month. 32 membresías nuevas el mes pasado. So, let's multiply. 4.75. So if it was one membership, él ganaría 2,456.75 plus 4.75. Dos membresías, another 475. Tres membresías, three memberships, another 475, and on and on and on and on. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to write 475 plus 475 32 times, so we multiply by 32. Two decimal places, no decimal places, so my answer should have two decimal places. 10, 15, and 9, we multiply. Second line, we add a 0. Now we multiply. 3 times 5 is 15, 22 goes to 14. Right? 0, 10, 12, 15, 5. Two decimal places, we put 1, 2. So he get an extra $152. So let's add them up. 2456.75. Remember, this is 0.00, so we line up their decimals. 5, 7, 8, 10, 6, 2. So how much is he taking home? He's taking a little bit more this month. 2,608.75. Okay, so again, another area problem. Her yard is a rectangular shape. It measures 24.6 this way, feet, and it measures 14.8. Okay, feet. So she wants to find out what's the area. So again, we just multiply. So this one has one decimal, this one has one decimal, so our answer is going to have two decimal places. 8 times 6 is 48, carry 4. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36, carry 3. 8 times 2 is 16, plus the 3 that we carried, 19. Add a 0. Add. 4 times 6 is 24, carry 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18, carry 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Add 2 zeros. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 4 is 4, and 1 times 2 is 2. We can finally add them up. 8, 10, 24, 16, carry 1, 3. So we need two decimal places in our answer. 1, 2. So the area of her yard here is 364.08 feet squared. What does that mean? That inside this, if you want to count the squares, there's 364 squares that measure 1 foot by 1 foot. Last question. Explain why the number of decimals in the factors being multiplied have the same number as the number of decimals in the product. Use 1.3 as your example. So I'm going to go over this a little bit in more detail. Okay, so when we multiply, okay, the quick way of doing this is to count the number of decimals. There's two decimal places here. This number has one decimal place, and we add them up. Okay, so our answer has to have 3 decimal places. So if we multiply, 4 times 3 is 12, carry 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and 4 times 1 is 4. We don't have to do the zeros, but now we can figure out that our answer has to have 1, 2, 3. So our product, our answer, has to match, tiene que tener el mismo número de decimal places that are two products, that are two factors that are being multiplied. Right? They always have to be the same. So now if you think about fractions, 1.23 is 1.3 over 100 times, and 0.4 is 0.4 over 10. And let's just switch that a little bit. So I'm going to be 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1,000 times. I'm going to multiply that by 10. Sorry. 10 over 4. 4 over 10. Now when we multiply this, we actually get 492 on the top over 10,000 at the bottom. Okay, 10 100,000. So, and if we divide 492 divided by 10,000, okay, we end up getting 0 point whatever is it that we got. Okay, and that's really why the what do you call it, the decimals in the product and the decimals and the factors match each other. And I'll go over more. Probably did like an extra 0 here, but we'll go over more in detail tomorrow over this. Okay, but that is the idea.